This is Apo.
This is already too big.
Ah! Oh my god! Where did you come from?
And this is Owen.
Why do you have so many crafting tables? Well, one crafting table takes up one inventory slot. So if you're going to take up one inventory slot, you might as well do it to the most efficient that you possibly can.
Two amazing Minecraft content creators and streamers that, if you know who they are, great. If not, well, this video will explain how these two can change the future of Minecraft SMPs. Now, for those who don't know what an SMP is, it stands for Survival Multiplayer. And Minecraft SMPs are not a new thing. They've been around since the beginning, starting all the way back in 2011 with the server Minecraft, created by Good, where it was a bunch of the OG Minecraft content creators that would all play and survive together on a server, interacting with each other from time to time in a Let's Play style of content. No. And because of it, it paved a way for future SMPs, showcasing the fun on a Minecraft server. But as the years went on, nothing really happened. Yes, a few popular SMPs appeared over time, like the Shadow of Israfel with POWCreations, and the creation of hermitcraft, but none of that compared to what has happened recently. Because within the last few years, Minecraft SMPs have become increasingly popular, and now there's a plethora of them. Just to name a few of the more well-known SMPs, of course there's hermitcraft, but then there's Empires, then you have Lifesteal, you have Origins, all the Life series, the Dream SMP, and as of recording this, the qsmp. But how did this happen? What caused all these SMPs to appear? Well, it can all be described with just one word: lore. This enticing storytelling narrative that gives the viewer more understanding to the characters, the world, and the events that take place on the server as the story unfolds. And the server that sort of popularized lore into Minecraft SMPs was the Dream SMP.
Tommy, he's gonna die.
Wait, you on high HP? Tomorrow, you on high HP? Please, wait, stop.
It was never meant to be.
Oh my god.
My Lamanberg, Phil! My unfinished symphony, forever unfinished! If I can't have this, no one can, Phil!
If I can control the things that people are attached to, then I can control the server again. Because this isn't Tommy SMP or Tubbo SMP, it's Dream SMP, right? What? No, Purple, no! No! Purple, no! No! Slime, get in the sand! Get in the sand, Slime! Slime, get in the sand!
Thank you for showing me what it's like to be human.
No!
Maybe
Get in the sand! Get in the sand! Slime!
Now, don't get me wrong, the Dream SMP was not the only server that did lore, or did it the best. But the lore events that took place on the Dream SMP, like the Dis Saga, the Rise and Fall of Lamberth, the entire story of Las Nevadas, and many more, were all different lore narratives that enhanced the traditional Minecraft survival experience by adding story, character development, and plot twists that entertained hundreds of thousands of viewers, to the point where people were now wanting to do the same. But what about Apo and Owen? I did say this duo could change the future of SMPs, but they weren't in the Dream SMP, so where were they? Well, you see, while the Dream SMP was going on, they were part of a different SMP. And if you enjoy lore, this series was full of it. The SMP I'm referring to is Outsiders. This was an SMP that had inspiration from the Maze Runner, but with a different narrative. So I won't spoil anything, but if you want to go watch it, I highly recommend it. Now then, in the beginning of this series, Apo and Owen were mainly cast members, going live, playing as their characters, and progressing throughout the story with their fellow streamers. But towards the end of that SMP, you could say that Apo and Owen were the ones that took charge, making sure the story, and every cast member, finished what they all started. And because of everyone's hard work, the series turned out wonderfully, to the point where people are still asking for a season 2. But Outsiders is not what we're talking about. It's done. The series was over. There's nothing more to add to it. Yet that is the reason why it is so important. Since it was over, it was now the beginning of something amazing. Because after a few months of Outsiders being done, Apo and Owen announced they were working together to create POWCreations, a Minecraft production company. And with the help from No Name Ideas, POWCreations created their first ever Minecraft SMP, Rats SMP.
Where even are we right now?
Hello?
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 Are you the reason I'm stuck in here? I had a little rat nap. I woke up and I'm in this place.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
there.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. Oh my. Oh.
You used to jump
Sorry,
over me.
I just woke up. I don't have much control over my legs.
Why are we in the toy room? Wait.
Well, I don't. I've just been. I was looking for some paint, and so I came here.
Wait, there's some dye down here.
Oh,
put me in
Do you want some?
It might not be safe.
It's fine. There's no one here. Look, there's things up here. Come on. You can do it. I believe. I believe. There we go. Oh, Lizzie, you can. There we go.
I don't think I've heard of you or seen you around before.
Oh no, I'm new here. I'm new here. My name's Oliver. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hi Oliver.
Hi.
My name's Will.
Hello, Will.
It's nice to meet you.
Well, should we get out of this dumpster? It kind of smells really bad.
Oh well, if that's what you want, but yeah, I think we should. I don't actually smell it anymore. Usually,
I think you've brought a bit nose blind, to be honest.
Yeah, it's surprising I even still have a nose after the cougars I've been fighting off around these parts.
Okay, when they stop seeing us, I think she'll leave.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Are we ratting up now? Are we ratting up?
I think we're ratting up. Oh yeah, look, she's going. She's leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, get out. Get lost. We don't want any. Unless you got garlic bread, then we do want it.
Have you seen any cheese around?
Have you seen any cheese?
Now, Rats was not your ordinary survival multiplayer server. In fact, it was entirely the opposite in some ways. Yes, you had to survive, but the idea of this SMP was that you and your fellow rats were less than half a block tall, running around this huge house, scavenging for materials while trying not to get caught by NPCs that would put you in cages, all while having a limited amount of lives. Sounds crazy, right? Because saying it out loud, it kind of was. No SMP had done something like this before, and Apo and Owen were taking a massive risk. They spent the past couple of months putting a lot of their time, money, and effort into this project that could have just ultimately failed. But it didn't. Because when the announcement trailer for Rats SMP was released, there was an overwhelming response of excitement, hype, and love for this series. They created something entirely original with the help from No Name Ideas. A short SMP series that was barely over 3 months long, that followed an overarching story set in a massive custom mansion, where the cast members could explore this huge house, trying to scavenge for food and supplies, all while running, hiding, climbing up blocks, double jumping away, trying to avoid the NPCs. But that was only the basis of the series, because as the story of the SMP went along, the cast would call the attic their home, making small houses with chiseled in bits, and from time to time there would be events that would take place to progress the story, or they would meet special guests and cameos to interact with. All of this happening in the span of 3 months, and not once did it feel repetitive or overwhelming. But what made Rats truly unique was not just the story or the cool mechanics and fun resource design. Those were all great that enhanced the appeal, but what truly made Rats SMP different was the cast and how they used real-world elements like posters to professionally announce them. Because each creator had their own personality for their character, but as well as who they were as a creator. The characters that they played were all different. No one was the same or had the same goal. They all had different backstories and they all looked at situations differently. Yes, there were similarities between each character, but each interaction with one another felt genuine, so when something did happen, it felt intentional, not scripted. And it made the SMP feel like no other. Now, don't get me wrong, there were a few hiccups and tweaks that could have been made to improve on Rats SMP, and Owen and Apple would probably agree. But for what Rats SMP did, being POWCreations' first ever SMP, it was an amusing, lighthearted series with funny antics, suspenseful moments, and all-around enjoyable entertainment that truly pushed the boundaries on what an SMP could become. Not everyone needs to do all of this to be successful, but what we can take away from POWCreations and what Owen and Apo did is no matter what idea you have for an SMP, it's possible. And with POWCreations continuing to create new and improved SMP ideas that push and expand on the limits of what a Minecraft SMP is, the future of SMPs can become something much more than just vanilla survival and lore.